Hey my friend, it's Massaro, author of 10 Rules of a Profitable Moving Company and founder of Moving Mastery. Today we're going to continue talking about how to become more profitable, right? If you haven't already downloaded my ebook, 10 Rules of a Profitable Moving Company, head over to my website. It's free. Download it. You'll get it immediately. And today we're going to talk about rule number 3, which is get out of the office and pound the pavement, okay? This is how I started my business. This is essentially from day one how I got out and rounded up business to start my company. Okay? I had a yellow page ad and I went out and I pounded the pavement every single day. So what does pound the pavement mean? It means, go and speak to, physically get in your car and drive and talk to apartment complexes. Talk to real estate agents, talk to mortgage brokers, okay? These are all people that can refer moves to you, all right? When I started, I was working out of a truck rental yard. I didn't have an office, right? So I would drive there every morning. I would dispatch the trucks. I would get back in my car. I would go get some breakfast because it was still too early, nothing was open. And as soon as 9 o'clock came, I would go apartment complex to apartment complex to apartment complex all day long. And I would walk in and I had some brochures. At the time they weren't even really that nice looking back at it, right? Eventually we got some nicer ones, but I walked in with some brochures and a business card. I didn't even really get dressed. I had a sweatshirt on that had the name of my company, and I walked in and I spoke to him and I said, I just opened a moving company in town and I would love to get your business. I'm going to take care of your customers. I can, do something for you as well, and if they were interested in receiving a kickback on the move or a referral fee on the move, I worked that out with them. Some complexes weren't able to do it. At the time I lived in an apartment complex that, was a pretty big complex, and, all the girls in the office there, they weren't allowed to take anything. But they referred a ton of moves because they saw my face a lot. I went in and I spoke to them and I talked to them. And when they would refer moves, I'd send lunch. I would send flowers, right, to all the girls. And they loved it, right? They loved it. And they continued to send moves. Other places, I would show up. I would bring them donuts, right? Because you can't just go once. You have to continue the relationship, all right? Nowadays, yes, you can do networking online. You can network with Facebook and LinkedIn, but to go out and pound the pavement will bring you those extra moves that if you're not doing this, that you're not getting now, okay? And depending on what level you're at, later on, I had someone else that would go and visit apartment complexes, and they had a route, and they would go hit a certain amount of complexes each day, right? They would give them our information and then we'd follow up with them from the office. We built a database and, it's really a great source of business. So, I hear a lot of people talking about the marketing, this doesn't work and that doesn't work. When you get out and you're face to face with people that are face to face with other people that are moving, they can refer you moves, right? So you don't have to make it a big deal, Yes, eventually, I started wearing a polo shirt, right? Eventually, whoever I was sending out was wearing a polo and slacks to do it. But when I started, I literally went in with jeans, my company sweatshirt, and a business card and some really terrible looking brochures, okay? And it works, and you get moves. And yes, they're apartment moves, they're smaller moves, but you also speak to realtors and they're gonna get you bigger moves. So I know that you may know this already, and it seems like common sense, and I know a lot of people are doing it, but who's doing it on a consistent basis? Who's making this part of their everyday business, right? Whether that's you personally stopping at a few places on the way home every day, whether it's one day a week you take the afternoon and go, target an area and pound the pavement in that area, or you have somebody working for you that does it. You have to be pounding the pavement, okay? I'm telling you, it seems simple, all right? And you may have tried it before If you're doing it now, awesome. If you're doing it on a consistent basis, you know what I'm talking about. I'm preaching to the choir right now. I don't have to tell you. You know that it brings in moves, okay? So again, if you're not doing it, just start simple, start small. It doesn't have to be a big production, right? Just walk into a place with a business card. Say, you know what, you have tenants moving in and out. I have this moving company. We provide a great service. I would love to, take care of your clients. We could work something out with you as well, and you strike up a conversation. The worst thing they could tell you is no. The worst thing they could tell you is we already work with somebody, right? Listen, try anyways, all right? You're going to get more business from this, all right? So that's rule number, what are we on? Rule number 2. That's rule number 3. Go out and pound the pavement. Do that, start doing it right away, and I'm telling you, you're gonna get more moves from it, all right? Profit in business, thrive in life always, and I'll see you next time. Hey my friend, it's Lewis. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Do me 2 favors. Number 1, subscribe to this channel so that you continue to get updates every time I release new training for you. And number 2, if you'd like to get ahead a little bit faster and become more profitable in your business, what I'd like to do is give you a copy of my 10 rules of a profitable moving company. These are the same 10 rules that I applied in my business that helped me grow it into a multi-million-dollar nationwide company, okay? So all you need to do is click on the link on this page or head over to lewismassaro.com/10 rules. So that's Lewis, L-O-U-I-S, Massaro, Massaro.com/10 rules. Just put in your name and email address and I'll email you out a copy, okay? Until then, every single day, go out and profit in business and thrive in life. I'll see you later.